Thanks, Olivia. So I'm here with Jeff Coates, and he's an artist, really amazing artist who works on video games, and he illustrates for all sorts of different publications. And he's also become quite well known for some clothing with Nigel Howard on it. So thank you so much for coming here.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us about yourself.
Yeah, have lived in Vancouver pretty much my whole life. And I'm a video game art director. I've been working in video games for 25 years. And just in the last year, actually, I've been working with Vancouver is Awesome as an editorial cartoonist, which is something I've always liked doing on the side. And they give me a chance to just do it more regularly.
So as an artist, how could you describe your work to our viewers, like some of the reasonings behind it?
I guess there's two kind of buckets my art goes into. One is video games, and one is the editorial work. And the editorial work, what I like to do is I like to draw stuff that's very much about Vancouver. That's how this all started. And that's how my relationship with Vancouver is Awesome started. And I like to do cartoons that sort of speak to what it's like living here.
So next question. I know recently you designed some shirts and some posters featuring an interpreter from Vancouver by the name of Nigel Howard.
That's great.
So how did you get in contact with Nigel?
So again, I've been doing these editorial cartoons for Vancouver is Awesome, and had also been sort of watching all the updates from Dr. Bonnie Henry, along with everybody else, and saw him there, and then started to see Nigel popping up in social media a lot. His expression just sort of seemed to convey exactly how I felt when I was out in the street and people were not, distancing themselves from me, that look on his face. And as soon as Vancouver is Awesome published it and I put it up on my Instagram, people just started reaching out to me and asking if there were posters that were going to be made or t-shirts that were going to be made. People just wanted that image because I think the way that he conveys that is so perfect. Vancouver is Awesome decided to do an initial run of posters, and he sold so many of them, and we decided to donate a lot of the proceeds to charity.
It's really interesting art. So I know that the proceeds from the posters and the shirt sales some of the proceeds have been donated to the Deaf Children's Society, and this is a really important organization. So how did that decision come about? That
came about from actually just reaching out to Nigel. I actually didn't know much about that society, but we did know that when we did the poster, we really wanted to get Nigel's blessing to go ahead with it, because it's his likeness, and we didn't want to send that out there without him being okay with it. He said yes, and my part of the proceeds, please donate to the Deaf Children's Society. And I decided to donate my portion of the proceeds to the Vancouver Food Bank.
Oh, nice. Okay, so this was Jeff Coates. He's a really skilled video game art director and illustrator. And I really appreciate you taking a look at this. And if you want to check out the Nigel t-shirt designed by Jeff, that's great. And we'll put more information up here as well. And also, some of the money from the t-shirt sales is going to be donated towards the Deaf Children's Society. And so at the end of this newscast, we're going to be posting a link. And so you can find Vancouver is Awesome as well as Jeff's design if you wanted to buy it. Okay, great. Now back to you, LaDan.